Okay, it's only 10 minutes long. I guess we can check this one out. CD Blur. What a great title for a video. Oh, what is this? Sorry, what is... Let me see what this is.
Hey, I'm running a sale on dishwashers. You want to buy one?
Put your heads up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I'm running a sale on silencers too, in case you want to murder me and get away with it.
Nah, we're gonna hostage you. Right. Now contact the police. Give him a phone.
Oh, you need a phone? I'm actually running a sale on Nokia phones.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Shut up.
How many of you guys see my achievement?
This is a side of YouTube I've not seen in so
Wow,
long.
you guys' aim is horrible. I'm running a sale on red dot sides for $2,000.
Well, you better be running a sale on a fucking bullet in your head.
Well, if you want to do the most damage to my head, I'm running a sale on hollow point bullets.
Bro, you're gonna die if you don't shut the hell up.
I have a sale on duct tape that would shut me up. You want to buy some?
No!
I need an ad.
You can't do that.
You can take both of those bullets for free.
Sure. Sheena cleaning her shotgun. Okay, sure. Okay, I'll send the link to this in chat. There you go. Okay, let's actually go watch the final thing I was going to check out. Can I marry?
I challenge the internet to unblur this heavily blurred image to reveal the secret pattern of numbers written underneath.
Oh, we've seen a video on this before, I believe.
And promise to...
But we've not seen, you know, obviously the person who challenged them to do it. Yeah, one of the guys who solved it. Yeah.
Video shout out to whoever could do it first. Many a cat girl tried, but only one actually pulled it off. Or did she?
Oh?
How does one bring back seemingly degraded, missing information in a picture? Is it even possible? Are the world's Japanese vloggers safe?
What?
For that matter, how does one blur an
Is
image
the Japanese porn safe?
in the first place? What is blur? Where am I? Images are made of pixels, which are a set of 3 color values, each of which is just a number of some range. And numbers can be altered via something philosophers call arithmetic.
Math.
Add an amount to all the pixels, the picture gets brighter. Subtract an amount, picture gets darker. Multiply by 2.
Oh, is that how that works?
Twice as bright if you're in linear gamma.
Oh.
Multiply by 0.4, it's darker again. I got you. But that's basic adjustments. We can do more elaborate image processing by changing the value of each pixel in a unique way based on the pixels around it, using another bunch of pixels, a pattern or function of points that are spread out. A point spread function. For example, add the values of all the immediate neighbors. Wait, first divide all of them by 9, because there's 9 of them, and then add them. Okay, it didn't do much, but if we march the point spread function box across every pixel in the image and do that, we get box blur.
Oh!
The crappiest kind of blur, but it's a start. We can use different distributions in
I had no idea how box blur worked. Okay, I've learned something already.
this, let's just call it kernel of values, as long as they add up to 1. If we arrange it in an unpopped pimple pattern, we get a much nicer, smoother kind of blur. Gaussian blur. By the way, you don't have to think of it as marching the kernel across. It's also kind of like putting kernels over all the pixels, multiplying each one by the pixel, then adding them all together. And this process is not just for blurs, it works for all sorts of image filters. You can sharpen, find edges, and just imagine the trippy possibilities when the function in the kernel varies.
We're studying linear algebra today, I guess so.
Whoa. When we mush the image with the kernel this way, in terms of numbers, what's happening is called convolution. But I'll let the math people explain.
It is convoluted, true.
All I know is it's a tedious, computationally expensive process. If the image is big, and especially if the kernel is big, and the kernel is allowed to be as big or bigger than the image, it takes frickin' forever to convolve. Humans only live like 700,000 hours. There are tricks we can do to speed it
Okay. That person's dying pretty young, but sure, yeah, I guess that's fair.
It up. For instance, if the function happens to be separable,
Oh.
we could take just a one-dimensional slice of the kernel, convolve that, then take the other dimension and convolve the convoluted thing with that. So it's like doing just twice instead of square of the n root. I let the math people... It's way less work is the point.
Sure.
Still, when I go to filter, blur, blur, I don't just want it to happen pretty fast. I want it now. Luckily, there's an even more efficient way to calculate a filter.
Okay.
It involves a Fourier transform.
Oh.
Joseph Gordon Fourier was an 18th century French guy obsessed with hotness of things.
Sure.
Somehow, this led him to discover that any periodic function is actually a sum of a series of basic sine and cosine functions.
Right.
Later, other people figured out that actually any non-repeating wave is actually made up of a bunch of sine waves, actually.
Okay.
There's literally no squiggle you can draw that couldn't be transformed into these. That's crazy. An image
Math.
is a 2D function.
Ah.
A digital image is a discrete sampling of the function at the pixel locations.
Uh-huh.
And this can be handled super efficiently by a discrete version of the Fourier transform called discrete Fourier transform.
Right.
Which we can do fast using an algorithm called fast Fourier transform.
Very
Well,
creative.
The math people can.
I feel like the math people might have named that one.
With devil numbers.
Ooh.
But once we get them to get a computer to do it for us, we can break any picture down into its component frequencies, which allows us to accomplish things we never dreamed of before.
If you wish to make a bowl of borscht less salty, you must first invent a
fuck's a
universe
borscht?
in which you've already done that. But what if we could put the bowl through a mathematical machine? One that
I
separates
cannot even imagine putting this much effort into an individual video. This is fucking insane.
back out the cabbage, the beets, the bouillon cubes, even the not yet butchered cow that made the sour cream. In this ingredient domain, reducing the amount of salt could be done with a flick of the wrist. Oh no! Squirmy! Someone help!
What was a tedious convolution process in the spatial domain, in the frequency domain becomes simple multiplication. The kernel can be applied to the image everywhere all at once, just like that. But what good is it unless we can turn it back into the original form of the signal, a viewable picture? Well, we can, through an inverse of a discrete Fourier transform process called... Wait.
Oh,
If multiplying the Fourier transform of the image by
and as always, Gauss figured it out centuries ago but didn't tell anyone.
the Fourier transform of the kernel blurs the image, then wouldn't taking the Fourier transform of that blurred image and doing some hypothetical operation with the kernel that's like the opposite of multiplication undo the blur? If only there was a...
Oh! No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't do that. Stop it. Bad.
Ah, so this is who I obligated myself to give a shout out to. Emnerson, huh?
Is this look just a normal thing for this YouTuber? I'm assuming so. I've never seen the channel before.
What a special kitty. They broke the mold when they made her... Oh wait, never mind. There's a bunch of them. So, did this kid just perform sophisticated image deconvolution with her bare hands? Because yes, in principle it does work the way I explained, but the reason you don't see everything getting easily unblurred all the time is because it's not that easy in practice. For one thing, you need to know the exact kernel function and its size, and the blurred image can't be altered in any way. The slightest rescaling or crop changes its relationship to the kernel and throws the whole process off. Even imperceptible tweaks to the blurred image can ruin it. The frequency domain is like an opposite world. Big, broad contrasts are barely noticeable, while tiny, subtle details are huge. Microscopic noise or compression artifacts end up massive and can overwhelm the deconvoluted image. Of course, there are mathematical approaches to tackling these challenges. There's Wiener deconvolution, which tries to cleverly...
I'm sorry, you want to say that again?
Tackling these challenges. There's Wiener deconvolution, which...
Wiener deconvolution. That's not a real thing. No. I refuse to believe that's a real thing. It's a real thing. Alright then. Sure. Named after Norbert Wiener. I'm sure he didn't get bullied.
Which tries to cleverly attenuate the noise in the frequency domain. Oh look, it's the limit of my ability to comprehend and explain things. It actually exists right here. And if you need more, if you're so smart and have the time and energy to dive deeper, then you should have no problem continuing onward.
Is this going to be an ad read? It's going to be an ad read, isn't it?
Be my guest. Go frolic with your math people friends. Imagine imaginary numbers together. Good luck. For the rest of us, there's always cheating. Like what Emerson did. That's right. You can get the details on her channel, but basically, she recreated my grid of numbers pixel for pixel and used a boosted up difference mat to manually try out different digits in each spot until each blurry blob matched. Is it an extremely clever approach to this specific challenge? Yeah, but it's not unblurring. It's a reproduction based on a guess. And it was only possible because I provided every bit of helpful data. This method could never be used to unblur a unique image, like for example this. Go ahead, I dare you, internet. It's a very compromising picture and a clue to my mysterious origins. There are brilliant people out there teaching these concepts, advancing them, making free open source
Never test the internet.
While giving away files for 3D printing your own microscope at home. And I'm supposed to give a personal shout out to some Photoshop savvy furry geometry dash addict? I don't think so. If I shouted out every cat child I come across, we'd be here all day. I'd have to shout out Sonia and Weasel and Mochi and Fluffles and Phantom and Sonic and Squirrel and Sophia and Archer and Choppa. And
that was a fun video. That was a fun video. I did enjoy that. Nya. What do the comments say? Wait, why is Joel Haver here? Okay, sure. Never tell me my lifespan in hours ever again. You know who Joel Haver is? I guarantee you've seen one of his videos before. This guy. Let's go popular. This guy.
No prison can hold me! Adventure awaits! Huzzah! Ugh, filthy rat! You shall be...
If you've not seen this video or anything Joel did, I'm very surprised. I don't know what... You don't know what that is. Did you see the video where like, he dressed up as Charlie? Joel is great. Joel is great. This I know. Okay. You should have shown... Why would I show that first when the... When the video... What? Let's see. 10 million views. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.